Hi, my name is Amy Reif and today I'm going to be conducting my practical simulation assessment with my client. So I have developed a training session for my client. I have made sure she knows where this training session will be carried out, which is just in our backyard gym. I've also reconfirmed this with my client 1 hour prior to the time she's meant to be arriving. I've considered all other gym users. Currently there is no one there, so we're good to go. I have made sure all the equipment I require for my training session is laid out in a logical order. This just ensures that my session will be run a bit more efficiently. I've also checked this equipment for any faults or possible hazards and have determined that it is safe to use. Along with checking the equipment, I've checked the training area also to ensure if there's any possible hazards. I did find some hazards, however I've now removed them and the training area is safe to go. So we'll just wait for my client to arrive.
My name's Amy Reif. I'm going to be your personal trainer today. How are you going?
Good, how are you?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Okay, so before we begin any exercise, I'm just going to conduct a pre-exercise questionnaire.
Okay.
Just so I can get a better understanding of your current health and your ability to exercise.
Alright.
So, we already have your contact details. Do you currently exercise or have you exercised in the past?
Yes.
Yes. Good. And what types of exercise did you do?
I go running.
Running, yeah.
And some gym classes.
Good.
Yes.
Cool. And how often would you do that?
A few times a week.
Okay, cool. So you're fairly regular exercising.
Yeah.
So what's your motivation to start personal training now? Why have you come to see me?
Just to be fitter. Yeah.
Fitter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have a healthier lifestyle.
Oh, good on you. Good on you. Great motivation. Is there anything in particular you want to achieve, like build upper body strength or get more flexible?
Oh, you know, anything's good.
Anything's good? Alright, we'll
Maybe
see.
some more toning.
Toning up?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll see what we can do then.
Okay.
We'll see where you're at now and then we'll work from there.
Sounds good.
Do you have any existing illness or injury, maybe any medical conditions that may affect your ability to exercise?
No, not at all.
Have you had surgery in the past 12 months?
No.
No? Do you take any medication or any supplements?
No.
No? And do you experience any of these following health conditions? So just say yes or no as I go through them. So chest pain?
No.
Chest tightness?
No.
Any shortness of breath, either during or after exercise?
No more than normal, I guess.
No more than normal?
Yeah.
Same as the rest of us?
Yeah.
Do you experience any foot, calf or leg pain, either before, during or after?
Sometimes I get sore feet.
Sore feet?
Yeah.
Alright.
The arches.
Oh, yeah. Okay, we'll keep an eye on that then. Do you have asthma?
No.
No? Do you experience any abnormal fatigue or dizziness during exercise?
No.
No? And do you have any high blood pressure or diabetes?
No.
No. Do you smoke?
No.
Do you believe you're pregnant?
No.
Or have you had a child in the past 6 months?
No.
No? Alright, good. Okay, well that answers that pre-exercise questionnaire.
Great.
So today we're going to go through some strength exercises, some cardiovascular exercises and then some stretching.
Okay.
So you haven't indicated any limitations to exercise, so we shouldn't have any problems. However, if you do happen to experience any pain or discomfort, just let me know immediately.
Okay.
And then we'll stop the exercise and then adjust accordingly. Alright, so good to go?
Yay!
Okay, so one of Hannah's fitness goals is to build up her upper body strength. So I'm going to establish her current strength. I'm going to perform a push-up strength test, and this is also appropriate for monitoring her progress throughout the fitness training. So Hannah has indicated that she cannot do a full push-up. That means on your toes, fully extended. So I'm going to get her to start in a modified push-up position. So this will involve getting her on her hands and knees. So I'll just perform the movement. So hands and knees, with the hands shoulder width apart and your elbows extended. From here, you're going to lower to the ground until your elbows are about 90 degrees bent. So do this and then raise back up again, and that's 1 rep. So lower, raise, 1 rep. Okay, so I'm going to get you to do that. Do as many reps as possible until you can't do any more. Then I'll compare your results to the norms and recommendations of those in your age and gender. So begin. Yep, shoulder width apart.
Good job. 1, 2, just do as many as you can. 3, see if you can go a little bit lower. That's it. 4, make sure your back's nice and straight. Yep, 5, good form.
What?
1 more. 6, that's all? Alright, well done. How did that feel?
Okay, so I'm just going to
Good.
explain the bench fly with the dumbbells to Hannah. So what we're going to do is start with you sitting on the edge of the bench. We've got your weights here, 2.5 kilograms in each hand. Then I'm going to get you to slowly lower back onto the bench. Get you to raise the weights in front of your chest so that they're about shoulder width apart. This is your starting position. Now you're going to have a slight bend in your elbow, and this prevents any stresses at the biceps tendon. Okay, so as you lower, I want you to take your arms out wide in a wide arc, almost horizontal, keeping the slight bend in the elbow, just until you can feel the stretch across your chest. Then as you raise, just bring it back to the starting position again. So when you lower, I actually want you to inhale, and then when you take it back up to starting position, exhale. So just do a couple of reps of that, and we're good to go. So your turn now?
Sure.
I'll just move over here. Yeah, just let me know if you experience any discomfort or anything. So yeah, straight up. That's it. Then make sure you have a slight bend in those elbows. Yep, good. Good job. Now this works primarily the pectoralis major muscle. Good job. We'll just do a few more reps of them. Awesome form. Well done. How's it feeling?
Good.
That's it. We'll just do one more rep. Yep. Well done. Up the top. Good job. I'll take those off you so you hop up.
Thank you.
Okay, so
Well
now
done.
I'm going to do the bent over row with Hannah. So we're going to take the barbell. I want you to grab the barbell with your palms facing down. Then you have it about hands slightly shoulder width apart. I want your knees slightly bent. Then you bring your torso forward whilst keeping your back straight. Forward so it's almost parallel with the floor. Your arms should be hanging perpendicular to the floor. And this is your starting position. So when you raise, I want you to keep your torso stationary. I want you to exhale as you raise the barbell and bring it to your body. So we raise. When you do that, I want you to keep your elbows close to your body, and at the top contracted position, just squeeze your shoulder blades and have a brief pause. Then we lower. It's exactly the same movement. Keep your torso stationary and exhale. So that's one rep. Alright, in. Okay, so we'll get you to do a couple of reps of those. So we'll give you that one. I'll move over this way so you have enough room. Yep, so well done. Keep your knees slightly bent. Yep, move forward. Keep your shoulders back. Head up. Good job. Move forward a little bit more. Yep. And then we want you to raise. Yep. Awesome work. Yep, raise up. Now this works quite a few upper back muscles. We've got your trapezius, we've got your rhomboids major and minor, we've got your deltoids, and your latissimus dorsi, and it also works your biceps. Just keep your elbows in nice and close to your body. That's it. Really works your back muscles that way. Alright, awesome work. Okay, so now we're just going to do some bodyweight lunges. So to begin, I want you to have your feet shoulder width apart and your hands in your hips. This is your starting position. Then first movement is you step forward with a leg, doesn't matter what leg, and I want you to lower until your rear knee almost touches the ground. When you're doing this movement, I want your torso to stay upright and looking forward, And I don't want your knee to be tracking forward across your toes, because you can cause a lot of knee problems that way. And as you come back up, I want you to push through your leading heel as you extend both knees and step back into the starting position. Then I'll just get you to repeat it on your left leg. So same movement, and we'll just do that 10 reps through. Alright, so your turn. Good job. Yep. 3, 4, 5. Well done.
Sub legs?
Yep, step back and we'll do the 5 on the other leg, yep.
Oh.
Alright, make sure you look forward. Yep. 6. Watch that knee tracking forward. 7, 8, 9, and then one more. 10. Alright, step back, starting position. Good job. So this movement actually works your glutes. It also works your hamstrings and your quads. So you get a lot of lower limb muscles working there. Alright, how's
So now
that?
we're going to do
Good.
some cardio exercises with Hannah. We don't actually have any cardio equipment here, so we're just going to be doing some innovative cardio workouts. So the first one of those, and one of the most effective cardio exercises, is skipping. So with the skipping rope, how you skip, have your knees slightly bent, feet about shoulder width apart. I want you to hold the skipping rope about hip height. So what you do is you swing it over your head, skip when the rope comes to your feet. You only need to clear the ground enough so that you can clear the rope, don't jump too high. I want you to make sure you bounce off the balls of your feet. Make sure when you land you keep your knees soft so you don't cause any injuries. And that's it. So just do that as many times as possible. The great thing about skipping is that it works your arms, your core and your legs, and you can do it anywhere. So yeah, just skip for 1 minute. Good job. Let's do 1 minute. Alright, awesome. Alright, now I'll get you to rest now. So we did double leg skipping for 1 minute, and then I'm going to get you to do the same but alternate leg skipping. So you land on each alternate leg skipping now, and that's one of our combos in our skipping workout. So same, instead of just jumping with your double leg, we're going to be landing with your left and right legs. So we're going to again do that for 1 minute and then rest for another minute. You can do that. Good job. Again, we'll just do that for a minute on and then we'll rest for a minute. Well done. How are you feeling?
Good.
Good? Okay, so we'll rest. So now another alternative is we'll combine those two. So we'll do 8 double leg jumps. Then we'll do 8 alternate leg jumps. Okay? So we'll see how you go. So again, 1 minute on, 1 minute off. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right now, alternate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Another cardio exercise that we're going to be doing is boxing. So both Hannah and I have done boxing before. So I've just briefly gone over some correct techniques and we've practiced that to ensure that she feels confident, which she does. And now we'll get into the workout. So we're just going to start with some basic punches. So right, left, right, left. Then we're going to focusing on technique and also speed work. Then we're going to move into some combos. So ready to get in the workout?
Yes.
So I don't have any pads. So you're just going to have to be a little bit softer on my hands. So I'm just going to get you to start going straight across, right, left, jabs. So just do that, just to warm up the shoulders. That's it. So extend your arms fully when you do that. Awesome. And we'll just do some uppercuts. Good job. And back into jabs. And we'll just go faster. Yeah, that's it. Uppercuts slowly. Then fast. Awesome. Alright, now we'll do some hooks. So straight across like that.
make sure you really twist your torso to get as much force in as possible. So we'll do some of them. So right and left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Awesome. Alright, good job. So feel warm up and limber?
Yep.
Good. So we're going to do some combos now. So I'm going to get you to do left, left, right, left, left, right.
Okay.
Alright, so left, your left,
sorry.
That's it. Big one on that right. That's it. Awesome. I'll just move around a bit. Same move. Again. Back. Okay, so now I'm going to get you to do left, right, uppercut, left. Again, left, right, uppercut. Yep, that's it.
Okay.
So left, right, uppercut.
Oh.
Uppercut. Left, right, uppercut. Left, right. That's alright, that's alright. It's a bit hard to coordinate.
I'm lost.
That's alright, we'll just bring it back. So remember, left, right, uppercut. Okay?
With left?
Yeah, your left.
Uppercut?
Yep. So left, right, uppercut. Yep. Uppercut. Awesome. That's alright. And we'll do the right uppercut then. Well done. Very hard to coordinate boxing, isn't it? Okay, that's it. Well done. Feel all riled up?
So I just want to share some information on some exercise considerations for certain special populations. Now, the very first thing you want to ensure before training anyone within these populations is to make sure that they've undergone appropriate evaluation and clearance by a qualified practitioner. This will determine their ability to exercise. So the first special population we're going to be talking about is people with hypertension or high blood pressure. Now, it is extremely beneficial to those who do have hypertension to exercise daily for at least 30 minutes or more at a moderate level of intensity. As a personal trainer, it's important to consider any medications that your client may be taking, as some medications like beta blockers or diuretics impair the body's ability to regulate temperature. So it's important to be alert for signs of heat illness and then adjust your exercise accordingly. Other medications such as alpha blockers or calcium channel blockers may cause your blood pressure to lower too much if exercise ends abruptly. It's therefore important as a personal trainer to extend the cool down period, and this allows the body to get the temperature back to a level of homeostasis at an appropriate rate. Other considerations for those with hypertension is to avoid exercises where your feet or your arms with weights raise above your head level. This puts a lot of pressure on your heart and is obviously not ideal. Another consideration is to avoid holding the breath while exercising. So it may be important to remind your client to actually breathe. So that's all for hypertension. So the second special population group I'm going to be talking about today is those who suffer from low back pain. There are quite a few exercises that do strain the lower back, but we're just going to be talking about a couple today. So if your client indicates that they suffer from low back pain, it's important to avoid exercises that cause them to bend at the hips rather than at the knees. These exercises can include deadlifts or bent over rows like we performed today. Even some hamstring stretches can cause straining of the lower back. So these exercises tend to overstretch the muscles of the lower back, and they also put a lot of stress on the vertebrae and discs of the lower back. Alternatively, you can stretch the hamstrings in a standing position. So simply by getting the client to step forward, bringing the body over that forward leg, and this stretches the rear hamstrings. Other exercises that you should avoid for those who suffer from low back pain include sit-ups where the feet are anchored or where the legs are in a straight position. This causes strain on the lower back and tends to target the muscles of the hips and quads instead of the abdominals. So alternatively, you can simply do abdominal crunches. So the final special population we're going to be looking at today are clients who have experienced a shoulder injury. Now, the shoulder is made up of a whole range of articulations which help produce the movements that the shoulder can produce. Due to this, there are a whole range of injuries that can actually occur in this area, but today we're just going to be focusing on the anterior capsule instability and also some impingements. So shoulder injuries can be particularly problematic for athletes who participate in sports that require a strong upper hand movement. These sports include basketball, swimming, cricket and baseball. So in the gym and in a training program, you should be avoiding behind the head neck pull downs or shoulder presses with free weights, as this can put extreme stress on the anterior capsule. Instead, you should perform a lat pull down anterior to the chest instead of posterior, and use the Smith machine in shoulder press to avoid uncontrolled horizontal movements. So impingement at the shoulder occurs often secondary to glenohumeral instability and other imbalances, and is often caused by the entrapment or compression of rotator cuff muscle tendons, and this causes quite a lot of pain. So exercises that move the shoulder above 90 degrees, such as in lat raises, so above 90 degrees, increase the risk of impinging the tendon under the subacromial arch, and so these exercises should definitely be avoided.
Working very hard. So it's time to do some stretching in the cool down. So the first one we're going to do is a hamstring stretch. So we're just going to plop down on the mat, both sit down, do the right leg first. So right out in front of you. Got enough room? Yep. And so we're just going to touch your toes. Lean forward over your right leg, touching your toes or reaching as far as you can. Bringing your chest forward, and we're going to hold it for 30 seconds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're just going to do the same on the other side. So left leg now. Yep. Feel the stretch straight along the back of your legs. That's your hamstrings. So lean forward over your leg and hold it for 30 seconds. Right, 1, 2. Okay, so the next muscle we're going to stretch is the pec muscles, because we've been doing quite a lot of upper body workouts today. So to do this, we're just going to be on the floor. There's quite a few different ways we can actually do this, but for ease of access, we'll just do it on the floor today. So get on your knees. So lean forward. We're going to put our right arm forward first and bring your shoulder to the floor, looking over your left shoulder, and you should be able to feel the stretch right along your right pecs there. So bring it right down to the floor, shoulder on the floor, looking over to the left. Good job. And just lean into that. Again, we'll hold that for 30 seconds. So good job. Alright, now we'll do your left side. Do the left side now. So, down. Can you feel the stretch across your chest?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Again, we'll just hold this for 30 seconds.